We're here for Artists Against Poverty End of the Year exhibition. We're here to discuss some of the artwork and the purpose of this launch.
So my name's Catherine Coate and I am the Events and Communications Lead at Artists Against Poverty.
How did Artists Against Poverty come to be?
So Artists Against Poverty came to be a few years ago now. It was founded by an amazing woman, Alicia Kumar, and it started sort of when she was at the University of Western Australia. And she had sort of got a passion for not-for-profit work through a trip to India, actually, where she saw, the severe injustices and severe amount of poverty that they had there. She came back to Perth and, as chance would have it, a guy from UWA was looking to hand over the reins at an art-based charity. So she took it on board, and we've grown a lot. It started when the organisation started, it was called Love Foundation, and now we're Artists Against Poverty. So we fight poverty through the arts.
Is there a specific region in Indonesia that you fight against poverty with?
Yeah, so we have two regions in Kupang and Sumba. So we've got 3 communities in total over those 2 regions. And we sort of specifically support Indonesian mothers, but that in turn, supports their families and helps lift Indonesian people out of the cycles of poverty.
And tonight, these beautiful artworks going to be raffled?
So most of them are just for sale. We have art. Tonight we're doing prints, which we've never done before, because we want to be really inclusive, and sometimes people don't want to, it's hard to fork out a certain amount of money for a piece of art, but we have a lot of prints, starting from quite low prices, so that's really cool. Yes, some of them will be raffled. We have a piece here that's being raffled, and we have some prints in the raffle, and then some amazing prizes also donated by other businesses. We also have 2 live artists tonight, Ariel Katzer and Maddy Bodycoat. Those pieces will be live auctioned, so silent auction, sorry. So if anyone wants to bid on those, they just go and speak to the artist and they can do that.
What is your role here at Artists Against Poverty?
Yeah, so I actually have 2 roles tonight. The first role is that I'm the Events and Communications Lead along with Kat, who you just chatted to. And I'm also an artist, so I'm displaying some of my artwork here tonight, and I'm actually selling them as prints. So it's really cool that I get to work both for the artist and as an artist and kind of meet people in my field.
What made you decide to join this charity?
Well, a number of things. One, I was looking for something creative to do out of work that could really give value to people. But also my heritage is Indonesian. So my mum actually came over from Indonesia when she was just 18 and always told me that education is the most important thing, and worked so hard to make sure that I had a better life. And so what Artists Against Poverty is about is trying to empower mothers in Indonesia to do the same, but really lift them out of poverty. So that's definitely part of what I want to do, is really touch base with my roots and realise that are people less fortunate, and trying to continue what my mum started.
So could I please have your name?
Maddy Bodycoat.
Thanks, Maddy. So what inspired you to join Artists Against Poverty?
I've been a part of the charity for a while. I was part of the committee for quite a while, organising events and stuff, and I've always had a passion for art, so just recently I've been involved in the events, doing some live art and also exhibiting some pieces as well, so it's a really great cause.
What would you say is the best part of being in this charity?
I think it gives a platform to inspire and promote emerging artists, as well as the funds going towards them and building their career, but also the funds going towards mothers in Indonesia to help them start their businesses too.
Hi, I'm Ella Walenko.
What is your purpose here at Artists Against Poverty?
Well, I'm an artist displaying my work, and then some of the commission goes towards the Indonesian mothers to help support them create their own businesses. So I'm just here to sell my art and support the cause and, spread the message, I guess.
Yep. Why is this cause important to you?
Well, I think that the relationship between Indonesia and Australia is very important, and I also think that lifting people out of poverty is very important, and this is such an interesting and effective way of lifting people out of poverty, because it's about helping them help themselves and like helping them in a way where they can have that autonomy and freedom to make their own choices, rather than a top-down approach on lifting people out of poverty that doesn't necessarily work. And it's beneficial for artists in Perth and also the mothers in Indonesia. So I think together it's such a unique, interesting idea.
And what is the link between Indonesia and this exhibition?
So right now, this exhibition, specifically in terms of like thematically, there's not the purest of links, but what we're really trying to do is create a parallel where the artists are working really hard here, practicing, like cultivating their craft, cultivating their practice, and that parallels what the women are doing in Indonesia, which is cultivating their own lives, like cultivating their business to look after their families and their communities. And it's just all about dedication and passion to your community. I think that's really the like thread that goes through it all, like passion and commitment to the Perth arts community with all our artists, and passion and commitment to the Indonesian communities where these women are living and working.
I'm Stephanie Acevedo for Undercurrent.